All right, y'all. Welcome back to another episode with me, Mentor Mel, aka Melanie McFadden, and just want to share like a little adventure that I had this past weekend, and want to tie it to a life lesson, okay? Because that's what we do. We tie things together. So I decided to go out to the city Saturday, okay? Now, if you know me, I appreciate new sights, different things. I like different things, okay? I don't mind the city. The city is not the problem. The city is beautiful, right? It's the people, the people, the people, the people, the people. Okay. So driving around there's traffic, of course. There's always traffic. Okay. It's just always traffic. I would like to see a city that does not have traffic. If it doesn't have traffic, then it's considered a town. That's how I feel about it. If it don't have much traffic, in that city, that's a town, my dear. Anywho, we're in traffic and I'm at the front of the line. And in this city, you have the interstate that's up higher, and then the lower part where you're like riding alongside of it so you can get onto the interstate. That's where we're at, right? But there's a couple of interchanges in between before you can get to the next on ramp to go onto the interstate. Okay. Paint the picture. So I'm at the front. There's probably two intersections before we can get to the on ramp. There's three lanes across. I'm in the middle. Actually, I think there's two lanes. There's two lanes across at this point. I'm on the left side, and there's cars on the right because we're in traffic. Okay, light turns green. I go. Coming up to the next intersection, and there's a lot going on. Okay, there's a van that's like blocking two lanes. There's cars coming from the left side, like it's like an off ramp. They're trying to get all the way over to the right, and they're blocking my path. So the two lanes that we are in, me and the traffic that I came with, that followed me, we're all together. We're going into three lanes. Okay, spreading into three lanes. There's a van blocking two of them, and there's a car blocking the third lane because they're trying to get all the way to the right. So I'm just sitting there. I slowly approach, right? Because I see all of this happening. There's no need to like rush into the mess. Okay. Old man behind me starts beeping at me. I ignore him the first time because clearly he can see the chaos that's in front of me. There's chaos there's chaos, okay? Second beep. Okay, now I have an issue with you because you think I'm just sitting here for my health? I don't want to be here. I don't want to be in the chaos of traffic. I don't want to be with where people are blocking. Like, I would like to go as well. Why do you think I would just stop in the middle of the road? Anywho, second beep. So I like fan him off. I'm like, shut up. Okay. So I'm like talking to my friend, my cousin, and I'm like, does he want me to plow through the van? Do you want me to just go through it? I'm not going to do that because it's not my car. Even if it were, not going to do it because it's stupid. So he's so mad. He's so mad at me. So when I say this man is mad, this man is viscerally, disgustingly upset with me. If he could, if this man could kill me, he would have. Okay, that's how angry he was with me. He was beyond pissed. All right, and me, I don't come in the city often, so these roads where the GPS telling me to go, of course, I'm not gonna be like, I know these streets like the back of my hand. No, not in that situation. Okay, so that awkward, sidebar real quick. You know those awkward moments where you have like road rage and Lord brings you to the same light with the person you just had like beef with for no reason? Okay. The same incident happened with me and old dude. All right. Mel is driving, gets beeped at twice, can't go anywhere because magically there's traffic in front of me. So now he zooms off past me, gone, does that hard like turn, like you making a statement, right? And then we hit the same lights. We're still on 3 lanes. We're both at the front, waiting for the light to change green. It's almost as if you couldn't go anywhere. So pull up next to him. I was gonna pull up behind him, but now my cousin, she all like gangster in the passenger seat. I'm like, I don't understand why the passenger person always be like super amp, and the driver's like, nah, just let it go, whatever. She's pull up, pull up. I'm like, okay. So pull up next to him. This man just he had the grimace of like, he was so upset with me. He was so mad at me. He could shake my life to put some sense into me. That's how angry he was with me. And I look at him, I smile, and then I wave. That's all I did. That's all I did. Okay. This man, he was just like doing that little mouth thing, like the angry look, and the oh my God, he was so upset with me. And then he like pulls up a little bit. I'm like, all right, game's it's over. It's over. She's like, no, we're not gonna take that. Pull up, pull up. I'm like, no, she literally lifts my knee up to get it off the brake so I could pull up next to him. No, I'm not. We're not here for that. But I just thought it was funny. So quick to the life lesson part now. When I'm out in the world and things happen and I get stuck behind like the slowest person ever. Like I've been him, right? And I've learned that maybe things happen so it can prevent something else from happening. All right? Here's a thing, okay? An example. Maybe you got stuck behind me in traffic going slow because it's preventing you from being in an accident somewhere else. Here's my real life example. Okay, so I was driving home 3 hours from where I live to my parents. Okay, driving the interstate. It's a murky day, so it's overcast. There's no sun out. It looks like it wants to rain, but it hasn't rained, or it's rained in like certain spots along my path. Okay, so I get to the point where I finally get on the interstate to go to the house. And I'm like, this is the other half of my trip. Weather starts getting a little bad, and you know, rain starts to really pour. And normally I don't stop in this 3 hour trip. Like, no, I just sail through it, no problem. But I was like, you know what, since the rain's getting bad and you know, traffic's a little heavier right now, and people just act stupid when it's like another element while they're driving. They just raise it up a notch. So I was like, you know what, let me just stop. I'll just stop, whatever, no big deal. Now, I would love to get home in the 3 hours, but you know, now it's gonna be longer because I'm just gonna like wait out the storm a little bit, let it pass or do whatever it's supposed to do. Get in, you know, go to the rest area. I stayed there for like maybe 15, 20 minutes. Nothing big. Another sidebar, real quick. Prep your car to sit in it for a while. Like I made sure to put in this little DVD screen in my car, aftermarket, and I have a DVD player. And I got DVDs just sitting in the car. So we could make a whole movie experience in the car. Okay. Back to the story. So sit there, and then, you know, I proceed back on my route. Traffic's calmed down a little bit. It's like the rush of people are, you know, I'm in a little gap in between. So I'm like, okay, this works. I get to the messier part of the interstate on my route home, like the dicey spot. It's a lot of interchanges and people just act stupid. Tell me how there was a three car accident, I believe. Basically, it was an accident. And that was the bunch that I was traveling with. So me stopping and just like, you know, chilling or whatever, just accepting that, the traffic's heavy. Let me just pull on over and just, chill out a bit instead of just driving in that mess. I probably could have been in that accident too. So old man that was like pissed as all hell behind me because I would not go drive through a van. Maybe I saved him from something else. Like sometimes things happen like that. So you don't end up in the mess that's up ahead. It's like, no, we just gonna set you back. And then instead of you dealing with this chaos, you could just proceed on with your path. It happens like that. That's how life happens. So I feel like people, places, all these different things are placed in your path to kind of slow you down in certain areas so you don't hit something else hard. Okay. I think it's just like, you just gotta like that's how I drive now. So when things happen, I'm never really in a rush when I'm driving. I make sure I give myself ample time. If I'm gonna be late to something, I'm just gonna be late. I'm not gonna like kill myself trying to get there, because what happens if you kill yourself before the event? You're not going anyway, like just chill out. People really got to chill out behind the wheel. They like on 10, and I'm just like, I don't understand why. So when homeboy was going crazy and my cousin was like kind of going up amp with him, I'm like, people are crazy, man. People are crazy. And I don't want to be in a news article saying road rage, whatever. That's just not what I'm signing up for. Nah. But the real thing is really just like chill, slow down. You don't have to do everything. You can't say no to things. You don't have to do everything. You got people that can do things too. Sure, somebody will be able to help you if you want help. But home dude behind me, sir, what is going on? And then, okay, this is the second part of his behavior. This is a 2-part lesson we're going to learn today. This man was so mad at me. And mind you, he had a passenger in the car too. So, it's something when the passenger of the car is not acting as amp as you behind the wheel, being mad about whatever. That's when you messed up. That's when you should know your anger is unsolicited. Like, it's too much. That's when you should know. I don't think he caught that clue, because the passenger would not look at me. It was hilarious. And plus, here's another thing. You can't really be mad at somebody that's smiling at you and waving. It's like, what do? You can't like get angrier. I mean, if you do, you're just psychotic, but whatever. But control your anger, people. This is traffic. We all stuck in traffic. It's not like in traffic one can go faster than the other. We're stuck here until it moves. So to be that angry on a Saturday, where you got to go on a Saturday? We're not in rush hour for working hours, 9 to 5 working hours. We're not. No, we are on Saturday stroll. That was like 2 o'clock. He was so angry at me. I haven't dealt with that much anger in so long. It was actually pretty remarkable to see how angry he got over somebody not moving at a pace that you feel they should be moving at. Granted, you also don't know what's ahead. That's the third language, third lesson. Y'all, sometimes people do things with the perspective of what they know. Okay. So me being in that car and seeing what's ahead of me, I knew I should have stopped. So I did. Homeboy behind me did not see the perspective at which I saw. So he's responding as if I'm just in normal everyday traffic and I just randomly stopped in the road. Now, instead of him thinking deeper as to why I may have possibly done this action, he decided to stay in his own perspective. Now, me thinking about his perspective, my thought would be, oh, he can see. Obviously, he can see the traffic as well. He also did not look ahead. He's in a taller vehicle than I'm in. Like, you can see. Do you not see the traffic? I don't know how he didn't see the traffic. I still, he was so angry with me. He had tunnel vision, and that was concerning for me. And then on top of that, this man was like, to give y'all a reference, this man had to have been at least 65. Older black man, 65. Why are you so angry? Why are you so angry? And I know I probably pissed him off more when I was smiling at him and waving. Like, he was so mad at me. He cannot control his anger, and he's looking at things from the only perspective, and that's his perspective, which is the right perspective. Open up your mind, people. Open it up, and also control your anger, because that ain't cute. It's not cute. I don't want nobody explosive. You know how dangerous that is? That is dangerous. You will get killed. People not playing no more. People not just fighting anymore. They are shooting. Okay? We in a wild, wild west. Real talk. But yeah. He's only looking at this from the perspective of which he knows. And he's not trying to expand his mind to possibly see why I stopped. I feel like it's a no-brainer. If we're going here and we see something here, do we just keep going here, or do we stop and let the thing go and then we go? Especially if it's blocking the path. My car doesn't even fit through the hole, sir. What do you want me to do? I just want to know what you want me to do. That's why I should have asked him, what do you want me to do? I think I couldn't even talk to him because I was so shocked at his behavior. He acted like he had a whole temper tantrum, basically. Because he couldn't get his way. But yeah. Control your anger, people. It's not cute. Also, try and look at things like, you're gonna have your perspective, yes. But when you're in a dispute with somebody, try and look at it from their perspective to gain understanding. And then that will help the conversation go a little better. Because if y'all both looking at it from your own perspective, y'all just like going back and forth, nothing's gonna get solved. We go be here, you go still be mad with somebody, and y'all ain't gonna be talking for the next 5 years or ever. So yeah. Work on communication skills. He was mad. I still can't get over how mad he was. He was so upset with me. I ain't pissed nobody off like that in a minute. Like, he was mad. Mad. Wow. Sir, do better. Be great. Shit. What are you doing? Just poor behavior. But yeah. That's my little adventure in the city. And overall I had fun. I wouldn't want to do that often though. No. That was draining. That was draining. So draining. Traffic is draining for me. I like city drives. Not city drives, scenic drives. Back roads. The most you got to worry about is the animal crossing your path. That's about it. That's about it. But city life, y'all got my deepest sympathy for people who live in the city willingly. Now, you got to go there for work. I get it. But for fun, mm-mm. Mm-mm. But yeah, y'all. Will I be doing that again? Probably not. It'll be another 3 years before I go back out there. But it's been fun. Thank you for listening to my road rage story. And yeah, y'all be good.